Okay. All right. So let's see what we got here. All right. So in the heart of the reading, is the Six of Cups. Okay. So this is either you reminiscing about someone or a time frame in the past that made you happy, but you are reminiscing or thinking about someone from your past that definitely did have a positive aspect about them, effect on you, someone that you possibly loved or was really close to. Or this could be reconciliation. Maybe you're thinking about reconnecting with someone from your past, someone you used to date, someone from your childhood. So this is either someone is on your mind or you are thinking about reconciling, or you already have reconciled with someone. Okay, Gemini. So again, however this resonates. Now, what I do see here with the Judgment card, okay, this is assessing, doing a life assessment about something that has happened. But typically it also talks about letting go of the past, which is really ironic to me because what I'm seeing here is this strong desire to reconnect, reconcile, okay, with someone from your past. But there's also like this, I don't know, because there has been some things that I do need to assess. There is aspects of the past which I no longer want to revisit. Now, I might have these feelings towards this person in a positive way because, of course, I love them or had some type of loving feelings for them, or there was a good vibe or a good time that I had with this person in the past. But there's aspects about it that maybe not so much. Certain aspects that I do assess, certain aspects that I do feel like I need to let go. So sometimes when you are in love with someone or you think about how they were in the past, but presently the situation has changed more towards the negative or away from how that feeling was back in the day, we're still stuck in the reminiscent of days past, so this could be for you. But I also see here that the Ten of Swords is here. So, you literally, Gemini, are caught in the middle of like really having these strong feelings for someone. But there are certain aspects here. If you look at it, Judgment, calling some things to the table, reconsidering some events that happen pertaining to this situation, to this person, and knowing that there was some endings, there was some heartbreak, there was some loss pertaining to this. But still, there's something here, Gemini, something here that still makes you think about this person or reminisce, okay? Now, what I am seeing here is that due to this, past relationship, past feelings, past situations, Three of Swords. Yes, again, this is hurt. Okay, so there was an ending here. Okay, and then there's thoughts of reconciliation here, but it's like acknowledging that you were hurt. I feel like this is what needs to happen in this position of what needs to happen. There needs to be a real mourning period, a real recognition of the hurt and the pain that was caused. And I think this is why the Judgment card is here, taking full assessment. Like, yes, you love and care for this person. Yes, there was good times, but let's just reassess the series of events, okay? All right? But there's a part of you that does not want to look back at some of those things because they are in the negative. But it's like, okay, there was an ending for a reason, Gemini. So what was the reason? Oh yeah, it was the heartbreak. It was the fuckery, okay? So, and for some of you, it was third party, with the Three of Swords. And it doesn't necessarily mean romantic. It could have been friends or family members or outside, situations that were coming up against the relationship. However it relates, yes, really coming to terms that, yes, you were hurt. Yes, you were betrayed. Yes, you were disappointed in the situation with this person. Okay. Now, the Four of Swords. This is rest and recovery. This is healing. Yeah, absolutely. You need some rest and recovery and some healing from this situation past, okay? Before you can even think about reconciling with this person, all right? This is what I'm hearing. There needs to be some healing taking place. Now, as the outside energy, okay, this person, if you haven't already, is going to bring some communication, some fast communication coming towards you, okay? So either this person has also had you on their mind, or maybe you have had some light conversation here and there with the person, and this is what's making you reminisce about some of the ways that you guys, operated before. Maybe old feelings have now, resurfaced because you guys have just gotten back into communication. However, this is fast communication. So this person is really trying to come back in. Now, what I do see here, all right, now we can read this in several different ways. So either this person is coming in quickly with communication because they do want to celebrate, okay, with you, all right? They're wanting to swoop in because it's like, I have to make a move here before, this person, drops off the map again, all right? Or this could be some communication comes in, all right, and they are going to let you know about the third party situation, okay? They're going to want to let you know about this. They've had some sneaky activity in the past, and maybe now this person is willing to open up to what really went on in the past, okay? Or maybe even in their current situation, okay? So if it's not them coming in to discuss, hey, this is what's really going on, this is my situation, or, before I know that I hurt you because of what I did, with the third party situation, however that resonates. So if it's not that, this person is trying to come in and celebrate and move out of this energy, okay? Either way, they're trying to move out of this energy. So either they're going to live up to all of this, or they're going to want you to forget all that, and they're going to want to just go ahead and celebrate. But they know that they were not as forthright. They didn't give as much as they could. They stole your heart in some sort of way. But now, with the King of Wands, okay, this person is really coming in wanting to be this honorable person here, okay? The King of Wands is someone that, really wants to be honorable, do the right thing. And they're coming in, Gemini, with an offer. They want to offer you something. And what they want to offer you is this 10 of Pentacles. They want to give you, the luxury, the comfort, they want that. They want to give you everything that they couldn't give you before. All right. They want the house and the car and, be able to support you and bring in the money. And, so this person is definitely going to rush in. This person has something to say. Okay. So they're either going to want to celebrate the fact that they're no longer this person, this sneaky individual, or holding back how they felt, or this person wants to come clean, and do the honorable thing and offer you a life of luxury with them, okay? They want to take care of you. They want you to be sitting pretty, and this could be male or female, so even if this is a female, maybe she wants to come and really treat you like a queen, or king, I should say. So just know that this person is trying to come back. They're trying to do the honorable thing. They want to give you more than what they gave you before. Now, as the outcome here, it's the Two of Cups. So you realize, Gemini, that this is a person that you're very, very connected to. You've always been connected to this person. I mean, come on. This is why we're having this Six of Cups, okay? This is why we're thinking about them. This is why we're considering reconciliation. This is why they are coming back to reconcile, because there is a true connection here. There always has been. And despite the endings and all the things that have gone on, when there's a connection, there's a connection. Now, here with the Emperor at the very bottom of the deck, okay? So, someone here is either going to try to control the situation, or this is really needing to get control of yourself, okay? And really know that, yes, you know, this person is going to come and offer something. Could be a Taurus, perhaps, with the Emperor here. You know, this person definitely wants to give you something better. But remember, you know, you need to take some assessment here. All right. Remember why things ended. Not that you have to stay in that space. But really, because I feel like for some of you, you're not really acknowledging how much you were hurt in the past. It's kind of like, yeah, it ended, you know, things didn't work out. But it's like, okay, did you ever really allow yourself to feel the hurt, feel the pain? Did you ever address the hurt and the pain to this person? Or did you just take a break from everything and hold it all in? Well, you know, yeah, you can't dwell on it, but at the same time, there needs to be some type of healing and resting and recovering and really looking at what it is, you know, and taking that time to say, let me look at the full scope of everything here. Instead of holding in this hurt and this disappointment that I have towards this person, even though I love them, and getting back in with them and still having that sour milk mind of, oh my God, they did this. I wonder if they're going to drop the ball again. You know, really sitting down and sitting and marinating in that feeling. How did that feel? What did that look like? What did that do to you? And being able to articulate that back to them and say, you know what? When this happened, this is how it made me feel. I'm not willing to feel like that again. If you're not in that space where you can truly live up to what you say you want to do and why you're really here, then just leave me alone, because I can't go through that again, okay? So just being true to yourself, you know, and acknowledging the feelings, good and bad, is what I'm hearing, okay? But with the Emperor here, this is like, to me, you know, this could be a Taurus, could be Aries. This is the energy that I get off of this card here. So this could be the energy of the person that you're dealing with, but also this is control, okay? Needing to get some control here. So either this person, you know, is really coming in because, you know, they feel like they're more in control, or you feel like, you know, you need to be in control of this situation because you can't feel this way again or go through that again. Either way, Gemini, there is a true connection here. Okay, so let's just take a look at Two of Cups here. Yep. This is the sneaky, the dishonesty card. I feel like you guys are trying to control the situation from not being this sneaky. Like, you're almost willing to miss out on this opportunity to reconnect with this person because you really feel like you're still holding on to situations past. You're not sure if you can trust this person. You're just not sure. And so you're wanting to stay in control and as balanced as possible pertaining to this situation, which I totally get. Totally get. So let's go ahead, because I do feel like this is a love situation through and through. Let's get some advice here from the romance angels. Let's see what they have to say. You really do love this person, and I feel like this person has a lot of love for you. It's just that there just is still some residue. All right, very soon, it says clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now, okay? Remember, this is a decision that needs to be made, okay? So you need to decide very soon, because this person is coming in rather quickly, okay? Not that you need to feel rushed in making a decision, but you need to know exactly what you want to do very soon. Even if you don't articulate that to them, because your heart is on the line, okay? So if you don't look at truly what you want, you might just get swept away again, Gemini, and not be looking at all aspects here, looking at the feel good or possibly looking at the heartbreak, okay? But not being balanced, okay? Not as in control with your emotions as you think, okay? So either way, it's too bad. It's too bad to look, all the way positive, all the way negative, but you got to do something very soon. And this is why this rest and recovery and healing is so important. But you got to do it very soon. But you also got the engagement card, okay? It says your love life is ascending to a bigger level of commitment. Absolutely. And that's what I see here. That's what I see here. With the Two of Cups, there's a true connection here. This person does want to ascend to a higher level, okay? We see the offer here. We see this person wanting to be, the honorable person and speak all of their truths. They know that they hurt you. They want to make it up to you and give you things that they weren't able to give you before. But you are having a hard time, believing them and trying to be in control of your emotions. But either way, I do see that there is a higher commitment coming for you. So Aquarius, Aquarius, oh my God, I just did Aquarius. Gemini, maybe somebody out there is dealing with an Aquarius. Let's look at what, there we go. I was going to say, let's look at what the overall outcome of this card is. This is soulmate. This is someone that you feel you have a really deep connection with, someone that mirrors the same thoughts and, just the mindset. You guys are parallel in so many different ways that you think and operate and, maybe the way that you were brought up or whatever. There's things that mirror each other in each other's lives is what I'm trying to say. And there is a soulmate energy. Now you got the Fates card here, which is clarifying and confirming the outcome here, which is so crazy to me because the Fates card, I'll just go ahead and read it. Okay. So let's see. Number 17. Okay. All right. So it says that other people are who they are. You cannot change them. The challenge is to accept them as they are and not try to make them otherwise to suit you. This is a time to look at how you attempt to mold people to fit your view of how they should be, so you can remain in the relationship and avoid discomfort. What if who they are and whatever is, turning the page, and whatever is happening between you and them in the situation is perfect from the perspective of spirit? Now is the time to accept what you cannot change, even if it means that you honor yourself, spirit, and the other person by moving on. Love unconditionally, for each of us is on our own journey, and we cannot direct that of another. Be aware that this relationship is indeed fated, and you are meant to evolve into a better version of yourself as a result of it. Exactly. And that's what soulmate energy, twin flame energy does, This person was put in your life for a reason, to show you certain aspects about yourself, learning lessons that would help you in your own particular life or life purpose, life path. So this is what I have for you, Gemini. This is so exciting. I feel like there is something here that will transpire past the Two of Cups. Okay, we did see that very soon you're going to decide what you want to do, clearly what you want. An engagement. So for some of you, this level of relationship or relationship coming back in is going to ascend to a higher level of commitment. So that's exciting.